not.
Yeah, I might have to give it a bit of a better clean, I think, before I
So we're live. We are live.
Okay. So you've got two chats here, private chat and comments, right? I'm used to having
So private chat is you and Keith can talk in that, no one else can see it.
No one else can see it yet.
Comments will show everything up, and Keith will be the only one that will be able to type in the comments.
Right.
So anything you want to type in, you'll have to type in on YouTube.
Okay, right, that's fine.
I have the YouTube chat popped out.
Okay, fair enough. That's why I wasn't so certain on this because, as I said, I used to do a Lego live stream with some friends on a Friday night, and we used to just do it through using YouTube, and it's a bit different. So it works.
Yeah, the YouTube stream isn't as good or isn't as user friendly as what StreamYard is.
It's not. It's why everyone uses StreamYard now. But StreamYard wasn't available then either, so it was all we really had. So,
hey, Robocop's in there. Okay, Robocop. Axel.
Well, they dropped in on.
So they're on YouTube. So because I've gone live,
all right, they can see you. Okay,
they can see you too.
All right, hi guys. Right, so now how do I get into YouTube from here then?
So you should be on a browser. So just open another tab up on the browser that you're on for the StreamYard.
Okay.
And open YouTube up.
I'll open under the window.
I open another tab, not another window normally.
Oh, and you just flick between the tabs.
And then when you pop out the chat, that opens up another window anyway.
Ah, okay. All right. So, yeah.
So I've actually...
And I'll go to YouTube or that tab.
Yep.
And then I've got to go to...
And you should be able to find me there. It should be up in on your bell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it should be, yeah. No, it hasn't.
I'm having hassles here with my mouse.
All right. I'm subscribed, but I haven't got you as an alert bell, so I'll have to.
How rude!
How rude! Yes. All right. So, go to library purposing alert bell, so I'll have to.
How rude!
How rude! Yes.
So now mute that.
So, go to library purposing alert bells. All right. So I've muted that now. Good evening, Rob, and good evening.
Pop out the chat.
And yeah, that's pop out chat.
So Fat Axe is Axel.
Yep. Hi, Axel.
He's not far away from you.
No, he's not. If you can hear me, Axel, I did send you a PM regarding one of the chisels you had up for sale. So check it, mate. Always watching, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah. All right, we're just testing this because I'm going to be on.
So Keith. Darren's a rookie earworm going into the Pommies. We don't want him to let the team down.
Yeah, well, I'm just making sure I get it right. Okay. It seems like we're on a rather large delay here.
Yeah. So when you say something and when they hear it in YouTube, will be that lag factor.
We got 5 watching now. Who else dropped in? Now the thing is, in the top chat, I should be able to get who's in.
So go into the live, make it live chat, not top chat.
Right, participants.
And then in the buttons on the top right hand side, you'll have participants.
All right, so I want live chat, and then I have participants, and that allows me to see who's in, so I can say, "Yay, this is who's in." Good evening.
It'll only let you see who is in and commenting in the chat.
Ah, right.
So anybody who's watching but isn't active in the chat won't show up anywhere.
Right. That was my other question. that was my other question. If they're sitting lurking, they can't comment unless they're subscribed. Is that correct?
No, they should be able to comment regardless.
Okay. Oh, we've got Katrina in as well. Hi, Katrina.
Yeah, Cat's from over at Panola.
Yep.
Yeah, John.
We should have actually been there this weekend. But yeah, you guys won't let us cross your border, so I can't blame you. I wouldn't want us over there either. So
We've got one over here at the moment who's created a bit of hassle for us.
oh, it's sad. Like the whole situation's rough, and you know, people trying to loophole and do whatever they're doing is not making it any easier. I mean,
Yeah,
one lot of rules for everyone.
Apparently, it looks like this one's come across from Melbourne via Casterton and said she's only been to Casterton. That's how it looks to come across in the cross-border bubble.
Yeah, it's not right. Yes, it's annoying. I mean, you know, if we could rewind it all, we'd just go straight back to the start and go, yeah, let's just shut everything down for 3 weeks and be over and done with it. But we didn't, did we? Anyway,
That would have to be across the world anyway for that to work.
it does, yeah. I get everyone's frustration too. It's just like I'm over it all, and you know, I can understand why people have got a sort of, you know, over the lockdowns, especially over here. I mean, we've been now named as the most lockdown city in the world or state in the world. But what do you do?
Yeah,
You know, it's we're all suffering from COVID lockdown burnout. It's a thing. But what do you do about it? Not much you can do. Anyway, all right. Well, looks like we've got this to work. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to have to clean my camera, obviously. If everyone can just excuse me for a second, I'm going to go and try and find something to clean my camera with a bit better. And I shall be back. So bear with.
Nah, it's all right. I've just overloaded me net, so I'm glitching. Yep.
I'm going to be staring me in the face.
Right.
Yeah, I can hear you again. Yep.
Hang on.
Does my camera look better now?
One of the other hassles with StreamYard is it doesn't always default to the right.
I think that looks a bit clearer. Let's try it. You can see what my other passion is by what's hanging on my wall behind me.
Hello.
Kodak film. There's a bit of a story behind that sign. My auntie bought that sign from Kodak in 1977 for the princely sum of $650. And then I had it given to me for nothing in 2000. Yeah,
Can you hear me, Darren? That's right. I was going to the speakers in the shed.
Then I had it given to me in 2008, I think it was, for nothing. And it had been found in the dump. And someone said, "Well, you're a photographer, you'll love that." And I've gone, "How'd you get on this thing?" "Oh, it used to belong to the Shell Roadhouse in Renmark." And I've gone, "Well, my auntie bought that sign along with a pile of film, and the sign was part of it and was $650 by itself." And when I told her I'd managed to secure the sign, she was spewing because she's also a professional photographer and she would have loved it. But I got it. So, yeah. I won't show you what the rest of this room looks like. This is my Lego room and it's just like a bomb site at the moment.
Oh, my God. Looks like the floor of my shed, does it?
No. The floor of your shed's got nothing on this, mate. There's nothing on the actual floor Lego wise. It's just as far as like loose Lego, but there is builds all around here. Like, just to give you an idea, I can reach anywhere and grab something. That's a Micropolis building. So that scale there, it's hard to work backwards. That scale there is actually micro scale, what we call Micropolis scale. So a car becomes a 2x1 jumper plate. So yeah, little plate. So yeah, and you just walk around and grab anything and then reach up here and I can grab a Beatles Yellow Submarine as an example.
So what you're telling us, mate, is you've never grown up.
Growing old's inevitable. Growing up's optional. I took the option.
Yeah, that's right. No, I'm not saying there's a problem with it. I'm just making a statement.
No. I took the option at about 13, I think. I'm still 13 in my head anyway.
Yeah, just the body doesn't agree. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Body feels like it's 90 most days. But, however, I have changed my medications a bit in the last week. And,
I'm trying my memory here, mate, because I haven't got my cheat sheet, but Mole Valley Maker is either Rob, Dave, or Mike. I'm going to go with Rob. See how we go with that. So I was over there on the other side by the lathe, because now I'm away from the lathe at the computer. Dave, there we go. So I knew it was one of three. So that gives you an idea of the amount of lag from when you do something. So
yeah, a lot.
Yeah. So and that's we have a lot of trouble with Robbo doing that.
And it doesn't even
start talking again. He'll have a pause and and you try and jump in on a pause, but he's started talking again by the time you actually get in there.
Yeah, it's a case of you sort of have to cue each other in and allow for it. It's hard.
Yeah. Kat, that's because I have all the power here. I can do that, or I can do that, or I can do that, or I can do that. Whoop.
So yes, to answer Katrina's question, yes, tonight I've been invited to be a guest earworm or speaker on Keith Greenfield's channel. Round two of the thing. So I have my bell.
Hashtag ding ding.
Hashtag ding ding. Yep. And
I wish I had the heat. I had the camera around this side. I'm standing right in front of my patio heat at the moment. It's all awesome here.
Yeah. So quite. I mean, feel quite privileged to be invited. It's just shows that they trust me to do the right thing, because you put the wrong person as an earworm and it can ruin it. And they've got a pretty reliable channel. So
this is not something turned, but this is something that's coming up in the in my repurposing stuff soon. So you guys are getting a sneak. You guys are getting a sneak preview.
Ooh. Okay.
I found a use for golf clubs.
All right. You want a few?
No, I've got about 3 sets.
Oh, fair enough. You got more than me then.
I think I paid about $2 for each set.
Oh, you've done all right. I find all mine, so yeah.
No, these are just a clearing sales, and they're on those piles that the auctioneers are trying to get rid of. So you throw a bit of $1 in, and they say $2, and it's yours. So you're right.
Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. So I just saw a comment from Rob CP, Robocop as you call him. He's been trying to turn a finial with a skew. It didn't go well. He resorted to a spindle gouge. Mate, whatever it takes to get it done is, at the end of the day, is what you do. So you just come so far in a few lessons with Robbo, mate. I wish you could get in there one-on-one with him. You'd be so much further ahead. It makes a huge difference. It really does.
So is that the brother-in-law I bought the car from, Kat? So Kat's been over, and I was talking about making that the other day when she comes over to visit quite often. Yeah. Our red Commodore used to be Greg's.
All right. Yeah. So I like to do a bit of sculpture as well. So it's interesting what you can make from your offcuts and things you don't use in wood turning too. So yeah, it's So you're going to do a witch for the witch week?
Well, that's a funny. I am, but there's a bit of a funny story there.
Yeah.
Because through the week prior, before I'd even seen the hashtag and knew what they were doing, I've been doing these.
Yep.
And these.
Cool.
So it's a little broom and a little witch. And you can stick the little broom straight up the little witch's bum, and she's fine.
Cool. By the way, you've done it. Hi, Keith.
So, g'day, Keith. Give him a grading, mate. Ding ding. Hashtag ding ding.
Yeah, we'll just see as Keith's in. We'll not much of a bell, but it's better than nothing.
I'm looking forward to your session tonight, mate. I reckon that's gonna be a ripping piece. Dave, Halloween, and we've got the community store. So I've done a little production run. I've done half a dozen of them. I sold one Sunday, along with me Christmas ornaments. I've been making Christmas ornaments as well. Like these are, Keith, this is your lives on these were very handy. Very handy indeed. I bring my little boxes around. Little
cool.
angel, although I don't have my wife to paint mine for me. So the little angels, I'm sure she would. She's done a couple of trees. Snowmen.
You've heard the story of how the angel wound up on top of the tree, haven't you?
I've heard a couple. Santa Claus.
Yeah. Where do I put this?
And various trees.
Very nice work, mate. Very nice work.
So they'll be going into the community store in November. However,
Yep.
I was painting the Santas while I was in there on Sundays, and I managed to sell a couple of trees while I was there as well. So just because they were there.
Yep.
So
I've got to show a setup that I had before for doing batch painting and stuff like that, where you actually have multiple turntables to sit them on. And by cranking a handle, you basically crank the whole row of them. So you might have 8 turntables side by side.
Yep.
And as you crank the handle, you just wave the spray gun across in front of them and touch the whole lot off in one go. Do them real quick. Yeah. And these days with things like laser cutters,
the brush.
Yeah. These days with things like a laser cutter, you can cut the sprockets and that as easy as anything. I used to make them with old cam gears and things like that. Out of machinery, but like not everyone's capable of working with stuff like that. I have actually done one with Lego gears, but that gets rather expensive too. So and they don't work very well once you get a lot of paint on them. So having the really open plywood cut gears allows you to basically sit the items directly on the gears themselves as a platform. I'll put 3 nails or screws up through each one so you can get up underneath them as well. And I had one set up I ran by just using a pulley with a weight on it, and you just control it with a friction brake, and it would just basically turn them around a dozen times or something by the time the weight hit the floor. Yeah, lots of ways to do it. A few projects I have to show people later on doing things like that, but it's really cool if you can make yourself a very simple spray booth, and it just keeps your shed nice and tidy. But if you're doing batch runs of stuff where you've got like to paint hundreds of items, it makes it really easy. I used to use it for doing fishing lures and floats and things like that. So, yeah.
So a bit of Bernie on this.
Yeah.
And that's. Can you see the colour coming through there? Yeah. So that's my own version. It's an alcohol.
Put it up on full screen, mate.
I'll do that. Oh, this one's working now. Excellent. So this is my own product that I've made. I make my own shellac up, and this is 1 pound cut shellac with blue alcohol ink in it.
Oh, okay.
So you're doing a finish at the same time as you're dyeing it.
Cool. What's the bottles you're using there? They look pretty good.
Just little sauce bottles from the IGA.
Okay, cool.
About $3 or $4 each.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
I managed to been watching Phil Anderson a lot. Managed to get some of that.
Yep.
Howard's feeding wax. That's nice stuff. But I play around a bit and make some of my own finishes and that up.
Yeah, it never hurts to experiment. Something I've got to try and get some more of is you've ever seen when they do fruit bins, they spray the stencils on the side in black?
Yep.
Yeah, it's an ink, and it comes as a powdered block. That's a compressed powdered block, and it's very hard to remove. I got it on my hands once, and let's just say I had black hands for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's the little round things, like all these things. So that ink you're talking about is the same stuff they use for branding wool bales.
Yep.
So you rub the brush on the block.
Yep.
And one of the things they used to do to a fresh rouseabout is they gave them black. Did you get that subtle reference? Did you?
Yeah. I got the reference.
They would have them black for a month.
Yeah. Now you've just reminded me where else I might get it from a shearing mob. So yeah. Because I've been trying to get
station agent, landmark, nutrient, or whatever they call themselves now. Yeah.
Yeah, been trying to get hold of some because I just realised it'd be good for doing like ebonized look on stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very strong, powerful black dye. It's you wouldn't find much stronger, I don't think, any other way.
Sometimes it
making
overdoes it a bit too. So
yeah, that just comes down to diluting it. So yeah, very nice.
So that's a red one, the same. That one's actually got a crack in it. I didn't fix the crack. Didn't fix the crack before I did the Bernie, and it expanded.
Ooh.
That's all
Oi,
right.
oi, Jay's in. G'day, oi.
Oi, oi. Hey, Jay.
So
we're just giving the young fella a trial run before he goes into Keith's tonight.
Yeah, just a bit of a chat while we're here, and yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. I want to see what Keith does with this because I got to have a bit of a sneak preview of the bottom finish. Once it had the finish on it, it really popped. It's no, I'm not replacing Jay Axel by no means. No, him and Sid have got that gig with Robbo fair and square. I don't even want to intrude. Yeah, so yeah, I saw the bottom of it with Keith the other night, and with the finish on it, that bit of view has just popped. It's
Yeah.
a sensational piece. It'll be interesting to see how he's able to turn the top of it. I'm assuming I'm not assuming, he is going to try and keep it fairly large to start off with, but it will depend on pretty much how it turns as to what shape it'll finish up. He'll let it speak. Simple as that. He'll let it speak to him of what it wants to be.
Yeah.
And that's what it'll become. And that's the way it should be.
I'm going to watch him, and then I might think about putting that on.
Yep.
So
one thing
because we're in Australia, that's a burr.
Yeah, that's a burl.
But it's red gum.
Yeah, that's a burl, not a burr. But yeah, it's
That's what I meant. I didn't say that, did I?
No, you said burr.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wash my mouth out.
You can go back and rewind it if you want. But anyway,
no, I knew what I said. I knew what I meant, but I also knew what I said.
Anyway, that doesn't matter.
Have you seen? I'll give you just a quick look here. I'll change cameras, and I can point this one around a bit. So this is this will be about maybe a quarter. Get the bloody little screen off so I can see what I'm doing.
Yep.
So this here, that's all red gum.
Yep.
That's all stringy bark. That, and down the other side is all olive.
Oh, lovely. Love a nice bit of olive.
And then
it's Amy.
Amy, woo! We're just having a bit of idle chatter. So,
and the dreaded compressor.
Yeah, I was hoping that being up the other end of the shed, I might have to build a bit of an insulated box around it.
Yeah, I've got the same thing. My newer compressor's a bit quieter, but still too loud.
I had it right behind me. That's better. It was actually in underneath that red gum before, so every time it fired up, it bloody nearly deafened me.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Thanks, mate. Appreciated.
No worries,
I'll
see you
all
later.
See you all at 11 o'clock, people. Hope you all drop by and have a look.
Yeah.
Or 10:30 for us, yes, I should say. It is going to be 10:30.
Right, I think we'll have to lobby them all to go an hour earlier with their lunchtime live, so at least it'll bring it back to when they move as well, because once they move, it goes to 11:30.
Yeah. Yeah, it's midnight for us and
midnight for you guys, yeah.
Yeah. And makes it a bit better on the evening ones though, because at least they become about 7 a.m. rather than 5 a.m.
Yeah, they're about 6:30 for us or something, I reckon. And
6:30 for you guys. A little bit more realistic than getting up at 4:30 and 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, doesn't really work when you got to go to work though.
No, it doesn't. But what do? You know, it's a problem with international
Yeah, no, you
streams.
can't. You can't. You can please some of the people some of the time.
Yeah.
Well, they
All
can
right,
piss off
guys.
all the people all the time. All right, mate.
Bye, everyone. We'll catch you
Take care.
a bit later tonight. Take care.
See you all.